what I believe in, what is my principle is that among the greatest of all services which can possibly be rendered to Almighty God is education and training of students or children. Multidisciplinary approach is the future of classroom learning and is important focus area of National Education Policy 2020. But getting there will not be easy. Certain existing pitfalls and outdated practices, such as those which I'm going to mention, will have to be abandoned in order to introduce the multidisciplinary curriculum as part of our formal education system. The first one is rote learning. Will have to be replaced by more dynamic and engaging methods of teaching, like inquiry-based learning, activity and project learning, learning by doing, cooperative learning, and others. The lists are many. The second thing is that lower order thinking skills of remembering and understanding and applying must lead to higher thinking skills that enable learners and students to engage in application, evaluation, and creation of knowledge. The third thing is that old and limiting approaches of classroom control and management will have to give way to a more engaging and enabling approach, which is support joyful learning. Because someone rightly says that joy gives us wing. In times of joy, our strength is more vital, our intellect keener, and our understanding less clouded. The fourth thing is that students will have to be liberated from their near total dependence on teachers and textbooks, where they can find sufficient motivation to assume ownership for their own learning. And fifth one is the assessment and evaluation of learning must stop judging students' performance based on final result alone. They must stop. And we have to introduce other factors like, based on the caliber, based on the potential and efforts of the students.
So my take on this multidisciplinary approach, and when the students come from the school to the higher education or a university education, what they need is they need the exposure towards different disciplines, first thing, different knowledge, and how they apply or the concepts, whatever they have learned. So I'll just cite a few examples where a commerce student in this current situation, in this COVID situation, a commerce student can identify how far the people have been affected with the financial loss. A science student or a student who is undergoing biology, who wish to pursue a career in healthcare, he can always do some research on the data available in the internet. That is applying whatever they have learned so far in the classrooms. Whereas a student who wish to pursue some engineering program, they will have to come up with technology. But is that enough? No, it is not enough. As you rightly pointed in the beginning, when we talk about the keyword, the so-called keywords now, the artificial intelligence, the machine learning, robotics, every domain or every student coming out from the school needs to get exposure on these technologies. It is not only about the use, but also about the misuse. So finally, what happens is, when you talk about a multidisciplinary approach, a commerce student should be able to handle the technological part, let us say in financial accounting, he wants to pursue financial accounting. Let us say he wants to join BCom, or he wants to become a chartered accountant. And finally, when he ends up with a company for a job, he has to be well versed with technology. So technology has become inevitable now. So when you bridge the fundamental knowledge, whatever I have, and I try to apply that concept in the practical scenario, practical context, technology becomes very important. And not only that, a computer science student or a biology student or engineering student cannot confine himself or herself to that specific domain. I'll conclude by telling one more example. We have a hospital in Cochin where one of our doctor, she's a surgeon, she's a gynecologist. She completed 600 robotic surgeries in the past 6 years time. So what does it mean? It means that even a doctor is expected to understand how the machines work. So when we say that a doctor is fundamentally a biology student, so a biology student will have to understand what is engineering. A commerce student will have to understand how the IT work, how AI work, how machine learning work. A journalist, suppose if a student pursuing English, he wants to join media or journalism, they have to understand how they can find out fake news in the internet.
The first thing, actually, I just wanted to, the government of India taking this initiative, focusing on multidisciplinary approach, will have the far-reaching effects. And what actually we are aiming for this approach, to me, to create the leaders, to create independent thinkers, to create problem solvers, and to create innovators. Now, how to do that, how to introduce actually these methodologies to the students, I think we need to have, the first thing is the awareness program for the children. They need to be made aware of what this multidisciplinary approach is all about. They need to be given exposure of having a comparative study between the existing disciplinary system and the multidisciplinary system. And they will be able to draw conclusions how this multidisciplinary approach is better over the disciplinary approach. So, and also they would be guided, they would be counseled, they would be mentored, for these programs. And I mean, if you look at this multidisciplinary approach, they also need to be focusing on the learning outcomes. What would be the learning outcomes of this approach? Like, for example, the children will have the deeper knowledge and understanding of the concept they are studying. They will learn the better skills. They will learn the adaptability. They will learn the accommodate and acknowledge the perspective of different people and different streams. They will be able to collaborate. They will be able to communicate. So, through these, we will be able to, introduce these methodologies to the children. They will be able to draw conclusion how this is better. I'll just conclude with one example. We generally see, this is a real life example. We see a road is being constructed, and after a few months, you see that road is again being digged by the different department for laying, the wires, and then the forest department. So there is no coordination. They are all working in different disciplines. That is how our current education system is working. Where approach, when these people and these experts from different departments, the engineer of PWD, the environmentalist, the socialist, the sociologist, and the architect, they come together before the road is being constructed, I think we will be able to solve the problem which we are facing at the moment. So that is what I have actually in the beginning of in my beginning remarks.